Hey, it's good to see you again. I'm a long-time Old School Runescape player who decided it would be a good idea to try out RS3 for myself. I'm playing on a group Ironman account with the goal of trying out all of the skills, obtaining the quest cape, while focusing on Necromancy as my main combat style, all with the view of should you give RS3 a try and where can it improve. To keep it fun, I have to do all of this without access to the wiki or any other research outside of what is in the game itself. I'm going in blind, so join me and let's explore this new Gillinor together. I'm Stabby Panda, and this is Old to New. Hey, we're back. So the Christmas event has kicked off. Advent calendar. Overhead emote, merry smile. Anyway, we are back. Let's head over to Lumbridge and look at picking up our next quest, the Restless Ghost. If it isn't bugged anymore. So first things first, we're going to have a look at these daily challenges. Apparently these are quite controversial. What they do is they show up in here, challenges, so they're essentially like you do a few things and it'll get you bonus XP in those different areas. I'm just going to do them as I go. I think it's good to sort of include these. I don't know, there'll be a good way to sort of progress the account, hopefully catch up with the group for the group Ironman stuff. I'll explain the group Ironman stuff a little bit in another video or something. For now, we're going to go through and do each of these bones, or ashes, steal from any market stall, and craft 5 pieces of equipment. Easy. We'll need combat equipment for probably prayer and crafting to go get some supplies, and we'll thieve. So let's maybe run over to a market. I don't know that I have the thieving level even to steal from the... Oh no, okay, I can steal from the store. So, yeah, sweet. Oh, I didn't think about the fact that I probably want combat gear to kill these guys. Oh, you already... I left, and that was enough for him. And we will defend ourselves. I'm just trying to steal, man. Leave me be. Ooh, what's that? Christmas wrapping paper. And 5 thieving? That's our challenge done. We'll claim that. 5 up to 7. Like, it's pretty... That's pretty big. That's pretty broken. Okay, so yeah, it just lets us steal from a little bit more. That's fine. I don't really want to do more beyond that at the moment. And I guess this is the trap with these. We're going to... Let's just go over here. Oh, there's little presents around for Christmas. Let's just... Sorry, cows. Oh. Talent points. So, these talent points help me level up my combat abilities for Necromancy. We'll do it eventually, but we're not gonna run over there immediately and tackle that because I feel like we're very strong for what we're doing in the game at the moment anyway. And 33 Necro. Let's take those. And I know that these charms, from when it was released in Old School, that they will be for summoning. So I know I just need to collect those when I get them, and I'll just hold on to them. I'm not going to use it yet, but we'll get there. Brilliant, that's 10 prayer. Oh, that's 11 prayer. So that's big because there's an achievement in the Necromancy, the underworld, called that I'll have to go and do. So that's an unlock there to start getting some daily supplies from that. So I do want to go and do that at some point. I'm sure that's for the Christmas event, but we'll get to that eventually, I'm sure. I'm going to go down to the spiders again, because I think that will be some decent experience, and then I don't need to go over to Alcarid for it. I can just do it directly from the spiders. But yeah, these daily achievements, I think it's a great idea for someone that's new to the game. It points you in a direction and gets you to try out a skill that you may otherwise not give attention to, and gives some good experience to casual players. But with that said, those are two different objectives, and I don't think you can solve them by the one feature. I think they should focus on it being a handy tip to give early players an idea on what they could go out and do, but they need to narrow it down to one skill per day and make that a slightly bigger task. I think that would get people trying out whatever the skill was, as well as solve the feeling that I get from it at the moment, which is you do that task, then it's almost immediately over. So if I had to go somewhere or gear up to do a task, that's a jarring experience and feels like another point that breaks rhythm or immersion in the game. And I'm coming across a few things like that, but I'll stop there. There's 21 Constitution. I need Thread, which I didn't realise. For the old school players watching this and going, but wait, you don't have a needle! I won't go into it fully now, but in RS3 all the players have a tool belt which holds your tools for crafting. Your wood cutting axe, your pickaxe, and the like. Like I said, I'll go into it another time. There we go, that's the crafting challenge done. So we do that, we get 23, and then you unlock these weekly rewards as well, which again feels very strange. I have no idea what this one does, the aura refresh. Same with this, I have no idea. This seems to be sort of just cosmetic unlocks and that sort of stuff. I'm not really going to rush into that. I will look at it at some stage, I'm sure. Clue scrolls? I'm kind of not looking forward to Unguided. Definitely rely on plugins for that in Old School. So we'll see how that goes. But good to have these spider silk pieces. I think we've got to get to 25. Yes. No, not that. 24. Okay, so we've got to hit 24. But for now, let's get the Ghost Speak amulet, and I'm hoping that this bug is fixed and that we can finish off the Restless Ghost. We spoke with Father Eric, who let us know that the graveyard is being haunted and he wants us to deal with it. He tells us to go speak with Father Ernie, who lives in a little house south of the swamp. He's rightly annoyed about having some random person waltz into his house, but helps us with the amulet of Ghost Speak anyway. We speak with the ghost, who lets us know he has lost his head and needs us to retrieve it to put him to rest. This is where it was bugged, in the rocks not being there for us to get the skull, but here it is. We collect the skull after being attacked by a jealous skeleton warlock, return the skull, and done. Off goes the ghost. This feels pretty much the same from what I remember from Old School, and always nice to get early prayer. I think the amulet looks pretty cool with our Necromancy gear. Okay, 125 prayer XP lamp. 5 ancient bones that give 200 prayer XP, that's huge. All the way to 15. Okay. So we're going to jump straight into our next quest, which is Stolen Hearts. This says it's replaced Prince Ali Rescue. If you remember, where he was kidnapped and we had to dress him up in a skirt and a wig to get him out. So this is the first one where I've recorded which has voice acting in it. So keen to hear what people think. So we will set that as active. In each of the quests you can review required items and the quest rewards. Whilst this is in the game and within my rules, I'm not sure if it counts as a spoiler or not, and because of that, if it's in the spirit of the series. Let me know what you think and if I should be allowed to look at these. I'm not going to look at these for now. I may in the future, but for now I'll just play it as is. There he is. Put there. So we head over to a guy named Ozan.
Psst! Hey, buddy! Over here!
Jagex really want us to know this guy's name.
By the way, my name's Ozan.
We'll hear it a lot in this. He wants us to help his friend Num, who he thinks is in over his head. We of course say that we'll help. We'll infiltrate this house cellar by threatening violence.
Yeah, you seem alright. Come on in.
We head down and speak with Num, who after some situational character questions...
A stranger disrespects you in public. What do you do, hypothetically speaking?
We're doing that.
Yes, you make an immediate example of them. Plus, they know not to fail you again.
He lets us join the Skulls, but we have to find the HQ ourselves as a final test. He also tells us a bit about some work that he's involved in at the moment. We check in with Ozan, and he has the bright idea to follow Num to the HQ. So we follow him through Draenor, while he jokes about feeding someone to the pigs.
Tomorrow's dinner will be informant.
And shows he has most of the market paying him for protection money.
Your protection money is due tomorrow. Yours too, Yango.
We get to the old jail and head in after him. Ozan confronts Num, and we get some backstory of the two of them, finding that Ozan is banished from Al-Qarid. We all get followed in by Leela, who it turns out is tracking the kidnapping of Prince Ali. Ozan and her share some strange flirting, and we all turn back to getting information out of the crime lord in the room. After various threats, Num is afraid of losing access to fancy food in jail, so rats on the meat, happening in the river's edge south of here. Running over, we meet Lady Kelly, the head of the operation and Num's men. She possesses them and makes an escape.
Let's do this!
He's busy. After dealing with them, we receive the ransom note and now need to head over to Al-Qarid with the password from Leela.
My passphrase is Zomorodnega. Do not forget it.
I'm gonna forget it. So that we can give it to her father, the spy master, Osman. Heading over to Al-Qarid is so much more of a city in RS3 than the scattered buildings and tents in Old School. Also, we see the boys are in town.
Well, here we are, Al-Qarid.
Can we just compare how much of a better city this looks and feels compared to Old School?
Come on, let's head to the palace.
The palace is under lockdown by order of the Emir.
The guard won't let us in, and keeps trying to plug Ozan as a well-known character.
I wouldn't arrest you even if you were the world-renowned thief Ozan.
Instead, with Ozan's help, we head over to climb onto the crafting shop and do this almost Assassin's Creed homage. This did feel weirdly slow with how long it took him to catch up to you as you crossed each obstacle, but it was a really good look at the city. The city looks and feels so much more alive. It's so much stronger visually, as I keep saying about RS3, but also the background sounds of crowds obviously give it so much more character as well. We listen in on a political meeting where essentially the Menophites are trying to take over Al-Qarid on the sly. Al-Qarid's leader is sick and refuses to hand over a special diamond if it comes to it, save his son, Prince Ali. Ozan and I aren't having it, so we decide we're going to steal the diamond and save the prince. So we break into the treasure room and have to complete a puzzle to unlock the diamond. So I'm guessing we need to balance, and then whatever's the extra one, we take that. I was right here, but also so wrong. Oh. So it turns out you could only weigh these things twice to try and figure out which one was the heaviest. I did not do that. I risked it, and... Oh, so now I can't... Oh, that's what it was talking about, doing the two. I guess we take the chance? Ah, there. If this is right... That was so lucky. We get caught by Osman and tested on the passphrase. I think it started with a Z.
Okay, let's for a moment say I believe.
He took us to Prince Ali's dad, who believed that we were trying to save his son, and he died. And with that, we were both released, finished the quest, and rewarded. So agility, combat agility, thieving, constitution, some coins, and for 4 thief titles. Overall, a good quest. The voice acting in the new music, which I've tried to keep playing along at the right times in the video, adds a lot more character to the quest. But Ozan getting pushed so hard is a joke. But this leads us straight into the next quest. So of course we accept, use our XP lamps, use it on prayer, gets us to 16, agility, gets us to 7, thieving, gets us to 9, and we go off to find Ozan. Together we head back to Osman, who secretly gets us to steal the diamond, called the Khalid Ib, for real this time, implying the one on display was a fake. With it, we head towards Shanty Pass, again with a reference to Assassin's Creed, complete with a bird call as we jump into hay. We head through Shanty Pass, and this is where we start hearing a weird voice.
Where are you taking me?
Excuse me? We're not taking you anywhere. Me and my friend here are heading into the desert.
I do not wish to go there. I'm scared.
Like I just said, we're the ones going, not you.
Please take me back home.
Right, I think you've had too much sun, Effendi. You just stay here in the shade.
Oh, hello, Effendi. I'm sorry I did not see you there.
Well, that was weird. Did it seem to you that Shantae was acting weird for a moment there? You don't think something was controlling him, do you? Like what Kelly did to those mercs back in Draenor? Yeah, I guess. It was still weird, though. Let's just press on.
First look at the desert. Ozan tells us that the diamond is in the statue that we took from the puzzle.
All right, let's crack open that fat little ambassador and see what we've won. Hello, beautiful!
Oh, it's a bit broken there.
Did that screech come from the diamond?
Sundial?
Well, that's new. I guess Osman wasn't kidding about his diamond showing us the way. I don't know, but it's got a carving of Het's face on its base. He's the desert god those scales back in the palace vault were modeled on. This is definitely the right place to start.
So we mess around with the sundial a little bit, and honestly I'm just clicking. Okay, what does... Ooh. So we move the sundial so that it faces the position of Het, the god in the puzzle that the statue came from. And with that, we follow the beam of light into the desert. There's another sundial. I thought we would have to bloody summon those things as we went, but I guess...
Look, there's the sundial, but something's off. Let's get closer.
We find the next sundial, and with that, we get jumped by a bunch of guys. Oh. And they're gone. What? To fix the sundial, we have to fight the bandits. The diamond starts talking through the bandit king.
Why won't you take me back home?
What? That's not a very bandity thing to say.
Oh. So we quickly kill the bandits. We pick up the sundial piece they dropped, fix the sundial, and solve the same puzzle with a different god for a new direction. We follow it only to get caught in quicksand and pulled underground. There the diamond gets taken by a tiny calphite. Then we wander the caves for a bit before Ozan realizes he's sitting on the dial.
What am I sitting on?
Fixing it and solving it, of course, points us down the correct tunnel and lights the way. Honestly, this little tunnel was something so simple, but it was really enjoyable for me. The eerie music, the forced vision on where your objective was, and the slowly fading light really made it stand out as things that RS3 do well for quests.
I think it's getting darker too. Looks bad, sounds bad, smells worse. But we need that blasted diamond back! I can just make out a tunnel ahead.
We make it to a cave where apparently this torchlight is in my imagination.
Oh, I can't see a thing.
So it turns out to be dung calphites that took the diamond. Now we have to use a scimitar we conveniently find as always at the entrance and smash them until we find it. Among other things. Do I really want tuna that's just come out of dung?
A sapphire! That one dropped an emerald! Oh, a ruby this time! There it is! You found the diamond! Quick! Grab it before these little bugs roll it away again!
Luckily Leela shows up just at the right time to drop us a rope and get us out of our den of dung. After we're back on the surface and a little chat, we head over to a giant head at some ruins, which used to be the Temple of Amasket. There we run into Lady Kelly from the boat again.
Well, well, well. This feels familiar.
After we insult her too much,
I'm not crazy!
it turns out
I am a mascot!
A mascot?
So Amasket up and leaves with the diamond, and we have to fight our henchmen to save the prince.
Soul! Hello, Captain! Kill these fools!
Looks like the lady wants you all dead. You're dead! Funneling dervish! Son! Enemy!
With them dead, we free the prince and let slip his dad has died.
He is dead?
Ozan heads his own way to be seen again, I'm sure, while we head back to Al-Kharid with Leela and the prince. We finish things up and get our reward, but not before a little cutscene showing Amasket catching up with the ambassador from Menophites from earlier, admitting that he poisoned the leader before to kill him.
A tiny dose of poison in the emir's nightly incense did the trick.
Exchanging a few words about working together, and obviously more to come.
Excellent. I may need your skills as an ambassador again in the future.
From the quest we got 8 agility, 10 thieving, some constitution XP, and 17 prayer. We also got access to the Calvite nursery, which apparently gives us access to a new weapon and shield, so we may need to have a go at getting that. Overall, this is a decent quest with what felt like foundations for a much bigger storyline, and it feels much more befitting of the kidnapping of a prince. The voice acting and the music really show off more of what RS3 can do for creating feeling during quests to me. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Do you care about that stuff? Also, I appreciate the feedback I've gotten so far in the comments. Hopefully the sound is better compared to my first video, but please keep it coming. Let me know if you want to see these quests sped through like this, or if you want to see something less edited or actually move through the quests as I go. So thanks for watching, and see you later.